Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be how is Spirit blessing your life? So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi Group 1. So for the first message I'm hearing, this group, you have either undergone or you're currently undergoing huge amounts of ascension, spiritual upgrades, downloads. Some of you as well could have gone recently through a huge awakening, because I'm getting, with Christ consciousness here, I'm getting huge upgrades and transformation. And it's funny, we have 27999. So there is this sense here that you're ready for the new. You're ready for a brand new cycle, but it's making me feel like you may have had to go through upgrades, because I'm getting upgrades on all levels, like cellular upgrades, downloads, light codes, like there's huge expansion in your energy field. But I feel like it was preparing you for something that you're building in the physical with the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you may be like creating a legacy. I definitely see with the Emperor and Nine of Pentacles, you being very abundant and self-employed and fulfilling your soul's mission. So for this group, but again, I feel like there had to be some sort of preparation first, or there's been huge levels of growth and awakening as you kind of step into this. So for some of you, you could be building, for example, a business, a foundation, even like a, whether this is like a project, like some sort of venture or a book. There's something you're doing that I feel for many of you is here to, I just heard usher in the new earth, but to enlighten others in whatever field or niche you're working in. And it's like you're almost this conduit for divinity and divine energy. And through you, Source is building and creating something. But I feel like you're going to be blessed with a lot of abundance. But I feel for this group, like you may be, I'm not getting this energy of being very materially driven. Like this with Nine of Cups and the Emperor, it's like doing something that feels so aligned to you on a soul level. Something that feels, again, I'm hearing Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. I'm getting that sense of making a difference. So for some of you, it's like you're going to attain or achieve a level of abundance and success at your soul's path. I keep hearing your true calling. And you may feel kind of, I just heard liberated. Some of these cycles that you've moved through, or this last cycle or chapter that's closed out, it could have been an end of karmic cycles, but I keep hearing preparation. I feel for this group, you've been through so many cycles of initiation, preparation, transformation, shedding, rebirth, awakening. Some of you, though, are either about to or have gone through a huge awakening. Like huge, like almost, I'm hearing like what's it called? Like a spontaneous awakening or an overnight awakening. But there's a sense of, but again, it wasn't really overnight. I feel like there was a lot of groundwork, or you may have been doing a lot of healing and spiritual work to get here. But it's like you reached a level of consciousness or a frequency where it's really evident in the physical world. I'm just hearing as within, so without. So for some of you, you've done a lot of the legwork is what I feel. And those of you with the Eight of Wands and Two of Wands and Judgment, where you had a lack of clarity or you felt like things weren't changing, you felt a little bit stuck, that's shifting as well. It's like now your vision is moving ahead. And it's like the clarity you have within yourself, your connection with your soul is what's driving this. Because with Eight of Wands and Nine of Swords, again, it's like you've got the green light from the divine to move ahead with this. And I keep hearing you're being led, you're being guided, your intuition. I mentioned clarity, but with this awakening as well, your intuition is a lot more effective than it's been previously. And I feel like your intuition is or will be guiding you step by step. So it's very clear, okay, this is what I need to do now, or I need to move in this direction, speak to this person. You're just going to be prompted. I don't feel there's a lot of fear as well. Part of what you've let go of, I feel, is any type of resistance. And resistance can obviously be generated through limiting beliefs, fear, doubt, worry. It's like those energies just don't plague you anymore. And I see you being very aligned with your passion, but very lit up, because I'm seeing that divine flame, but I'm actually seeing around the third eye. So some of you have gone through an activation around the third eye as well, but I'm getting this energy of you really trusting your vision. I just heard living a divinely led life. So for some of you, you may have been asked to let go of a lot and shed a lot of conditionings or habits or beliefs. And it's like now this plan or what you're creating and building can come and flow through you unhindered. And it's like this was the path that I feel like Spirit was guiding you toward. I just heard trust and faith. But I feel for many of you, I keep hearing this was a long time coming, or you did a lot of inner work to be able to get here. You're reaching a level of consciousness for some of you as well that you may not have thought. For example, say you daily had a spiritual practice or you were doing the inner work, but it was reaching a point like, is this ever going to show in the physical? Or, you know, is what I'm doing effective? And it's like now there's something spilling over into the physical world where you can see the fruits of your labor, what you've been growing or harnessing or developing and cultivating within your consciousness, within your energy field. Yeah, because I'm almost getting with this card, like someone that kind of becomes a sage, that goes through those hermit phases, that goes through the upgrades, the transformation, that spent long hours perhaps in meditation or solitude. And it's like now they can come out in this new frequency and this new energy. Yeah, I just heard like you may feel really refreshed as well. And again, if you had any sense of like a lack of passion or feeling stuck or held back by Spirit, by the divine, by your soul, it's like now you have the green light. Like those periods of time, either in isolation or when there was no forward momentum, was designed again to cultivate you and bring you into alignment. Because I'm hearing for many of you, what you're building and cultivating takes a very high level of consciousness, right? Like this isn't the energy you just wake up in. This is something that you may have had to really put effort into. I've also just heard a lot of self-awareness and self-discovery. So I think there's things that you have uncovered or discovered within yourself that perhaps is informing or helping this process. It also makes me think of, I just heard leader, lead thyself. So, and it's giving me that energy of you have to embody everything you're sharing with others, right? So I'm thinking of, say, this is a random example, but a spiritual teacher, or you're definitely a leader. If you're not in a leadership position, especially the leader of your own foundation, company, it could be like being an influencer. I see that for many of you as well, but it's like you had to kind of become that in consciousness before, or the spiritual teacher has to go through those stages internally and heal and transform themselves in their own consciousness before coming out and their words having an effect, right? Because it's the frequency you're in that's creating this or determining the outcome. So I feel like you may have had to go through a lot of cycles of transformation. I just keep hearing expansion. Some of you have your aura, your energy field, your consciousness has expanded at a level that may be beyond what you considered possible as well. I feel for this group, you're very awake, and in this lifetime, you definitely have the potential. With Christ consciousness, to me, it's unity consciousness, but it also ties in for me to enlightenment, being fully awakened. You may have a connection as well with Jesus. And the Ascended Masters, I just heard Archangel Metatron, but there's a sense here, you may be creating something, instead ushering something in for the new earth, but you could be creating something as well that helps to bring unity on the planet. Look, you literally have changed, so things are definitely changing. And if you have been in a period of, again, isolation, feeling stuck, or feeling as though things aren't moving forward, moving ahead, it's like full steam ahead now. Look, you literally have enlightenment, and can you see there's a boat moving? if you felt stuck, because that's sitting on the Two of Wands, if you felt stuck in regards to what you should be cultivating or what you should be working on, I feel like that's shifting too with Judgment. I see you having a lot of divine downloads and really feeling guided and led by spirit. But again, it's step by step. Like I see you receiving one step at a time rather than being, you know, inundated with, you know, with the big picture. So you may still have a vision that you're working towards, but it's like, I'm hearing it's like you learning how to, you may have had to learn to cultivate a lot of patience in this last season while you were going through your own growth. Because I'm getting this person's faith in the divine is unshakable, because I'm getting faith, you know, creates and attracts miracles. And that's what I see. And look, you literally have Sacred Mountain. Yeah, when I see Sacred Mountain, it makes me think climbing the mountain to me is like enlightenment. Climbing, and we literally have enlightenment, but you may be here. This is almost like someone that has to scale the mountain to reach the peak and reach enlightenment within themselves before they can help to enlighten others, or before they can guide others to the mountaintop. And that's what I'm seeing for you. There's a sense here of reaching real heights with your consciousness on your spiritual path, but it infuse whatever you're creating or doing in the physical world. Like, again, I feel like this could be like a non-for-profit, a spiritual center, a spiritual or healing business. It could be it could be about environmental change and transformation, animal welfare. I just see you as being like a thought leader or helping to usher in these energies. But with deep healing as well, and it's funny, I mentioned having more clarity and it's sitting on Judgment. I see your mind being really clear in regards to what to do next, and you have Heart of Ascension. So you have Enlightenment, Ascension, and Christ Consciousness. And then I just look down and you have Awakening as well. So expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. I know it says release the past, but I heard release everything. Like, I feel like you've really been called to let go of everything you once thought, everything you once knew, old energies, old maybe people, situations, habits. Because I'm looking at this card, and this card is quite, I mean, all the cards are kind of plain, but for some reason I was hearing like minimalist, someone that has a very perhaps esoteric life. Like, I'm seeing someone that wakes up and meditates, does yoga, almost like a spirit-centered life is what I want to say. Not to the degree necessarily of being a monk, but it's like that type of consciousness in the everyday life. And again, you could be doing something that helps people elevate, to take this journey as well, or to help infuse their consciousness and their growth. But also with this smoky quartz, I'm getting like purification. But yeah, integrating energies, awakening, transitioning. Again, you're transitioning into a new cycle where things are going to be changing and you're going to be growing and evolving. But I also think you're changing into, or moving into, a cycle where the fruits, the things you've cultivated spiritually, like I'm hearing spiritual wealth. It's like you have a lot of abundance coming to you, but it's coming from something that really aligns. Again, you're following your life's purpose. You're fully aligned with your life's path. And I feel like you were on your purpose or path before, but maybe not to this degree where it's fully awakened. We have alchemy of love, peace offering, compassion, Venus energy. And look at that dove of peace. It's like you may be helping to generate peace on a collective global level, right? I'm hearing, it's making me think of some of the teachers, like, I can't remember the name of this teacher, but it's like he teaches mindfulness. Yeah, I keep getting like a Zen mindfulness-based energy here as well. You may have a spiritual practice that revolves around Vipassana, mindfulness meditation, yoga, but there's something you're helping to spread that helps others awaken. But again, you cannot deliver, whether this is like a foundation, these could be spiritual workshops. You could be sharing this information on social media, but I'm getting you couldn't do that until you scaled the mountain within yourself and your heart has been purified. Part of why this is happening as well is you have such a pure heart. You're someone that lives with great integrity, but I keep hearing spiritual integrity. It's like you make sure that your life is in alignment with your spiritual truths. And look, you have activated earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Again, I keep hearing step by step, and there's a sense of you being guided and led through this process. And it's your connection with the divine, your faith and trust that's helping you in this. And look, you have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Yeah, I just heard you've been activated. But you may have or currently be going through a big awakening. And this is creating a huge shift in your energy field. And this is part of what's preparing you, I feel, for what's next, for this path. And I feel, again, I'm hearing you bring this divine consciousness, this level of awakening and enlightenment to others. Number one, in terms of how you move through the world, but I definitely see blessings around finances, your life purpose, and also being a leader of some sort, leading, guiding, having your own business, foundation, platforms. Yeah, but again, it's being led from spirit, right? It's infused with that divinity. I just saw 1515 as well. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. I just heard the phrase like finally coming up for air. And again, this is metaphorically speaking, but I feel as though some of you could have been in this period of reflection, healing, purging, releasing. And I just heard your heart is healed. So I feel as though some of you could have as well been healing from a specific situation, whether this is like a relationship ending, a loss, any type of betrayal or disappointment. I just feel as though, and again, some of you could have been processing emotions from the past. This doesn't even have to be recent, but it's like they're showing me the heart space, and it's like any scars or imprints or wounds that were on your heart have now been lifted, have now been liberated. It's like being able, it's like coming out of the cocoon almost, and it's like you have this new skin, you're like this new version of yourself, and it's like, oh, like I can experience things again. So if you've been kind of tucked away or you've needed to take time for self, for healing, for growth, for release work, it's like now you may be ready, because I'm hearing that song, I'm Coming Out, I want the world to know, gotta let it show. Some of you have been doing some healing as well around, you know, self-love, self-acceptance, self-worth, especially if you have in the past or were dealing with a situation where you felt like you were being, I just heard, cut down or put down, disrespected. There's this sense of being really comfortable with yourself and flowing with this energy of self-love. Some of you as well with King of Swords and Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting this sense like you may really be prompted to, I'm hearing new beginnings, to start afresh, to start anew. There could be a new career path or business that you're embarking upon, but it's like your energy signature and how you show up is completely different to how you used to be or who you used to once be. And it's creating this shift or ripple effect in the physical. I see you feeling, and again, I keep getting this sense of renewed. I'm getting this energy of where you've been kind of underground doing, or under in these waters, kind of doing the healing work, processing, ascending, growing. And it's like now you come out. But with the 7 of Wands and 3 of Swords, I'm hearing you're coming out now with an open heart, with a healed heart. So you could have had some barriers or blocks around the heart space, and I'm hearing that was affecting your finances, your abundance, your career or business or creative endeavors as well. There's some sort of renewal around your career and your business sector because of the healing you've done. It's like your energetic signature is completely different to what it was before you went into the waters of self, is what I want to say. I also am hearing like now your emotions are free flowing. In the past with the King of Swords, you could have at times struggled with either overthinking or using the mind like analysis to try and avoid the emotion, right? Being lost in cycles of kind of overthinking or, I'm just healing. And now I'm hearing analysis paralysis. So there's healing that has happened on the level of the mind, but it's come through the emotional body. As the emotional body is healed and been liberated, it's freed up the mental body. And right now, but I keep getting this energy of like spring's here or the sun is shining again. And I just feel almost that childlike joy. So there could be an activation, and part of what you've healed is this inner child energy. Because I'm getting with Ace of Wands, there's a renewed sense of creativity as well, or an energy around what's possible for you. And again, it's opening up doors when it comes to finances, career, abundance. For some of you as well who are really creative souls, but you felt very stuck, you had some sort of creative block, or you felt as though you weren't able to create at the level you desired, that's being shifted as well by spirit. And again, I keep hearing it brings abundance. Some of you could be utilizing more of your innate gifts with this Ace of Wands or creative abilities and ideas and turning it into streams of income. I just keep hearing you're a completely different person. Like when you come back out, it's like you may be kind of unrecognizable to others, or others may not be as familiar with this version of you. And because of that, it is going to trigger a lot of change in the 3D because of the changes you've been through. And you have as your first oracle stillness with this swan. Yeah. And I just heard turning pain into power, but I'm getting like this really graceful, elegant energy. Some of you, this was also healing your self-concept. You could have had situations with people either trying to tell you who you are or put you down or keep you in a box. It could even be negativity around your dreams. You've released limiting beliefs around what's possible for you, what you can do and create. Some of feeling stuck may have been coming, I'm hearing, from other people, or from their idea of what's possible for you. So it's like you've emptied out the energy, the conditioning of others around you. You've also healed any inner critic or an inner voice that was overly critical or negative. And again, this has had a ripple effect when it comes to that inner child, because I feel like your inner child is now feeling far more liberated, or your inner child feels like they can express freely, create. And it's like you're creating, the brand new you is creating life on your terms. So there's almost this energy for some of you, it could be breaking free from the matrix, breaking free from old constructs of what's possible. I'm hearing you've healed your perceptions and you're understanding now what's true of you and your soul and your essence and what belongs to other people. I keep getting people potentially trying to stifle you, put you in a box, tell you who you are or what you want. And there's some sort of liberation here where I'm hearing that song. It's an older song by Sam Smith, and the film clip is really relevant as well. I think it's called La La La. And it's like, I'm covering my ears like a kid. When your words mean nothing, I go la la la. I'm turning up the fire when you speak, because if my heart can't stop it, I'll find a way to block it. And it's literally this child being, you know, whether it's verbal abuse or put downs or negativity, and they're like blocking that out. And that's what I'm getting as well, is there could be some energies that it's like you've stopped listening to everyone outside of you, essentially. Whether this is a literal person from your past who put you down or hurt you or wounded your heart, your belief in yourself, whether this is society, what comes through the media, the television. It's like you're just not, I'm seeing you literally block and put your fingers in your ears and just walk your path authentically. You're not taking on, in terms of your life and lifestyle, especially your career and finances, what other people think you should do or what they believe is right. Because for some of you, you do have a very unique path. I do think some of you are artists or creatives in some way, like your path, or at the very least, there's something unconventional. It's like you have to build this path. It may not exist in the world. So there could be people as well that they don't really think it's possible because they've never seen it done. Some of you as well, not only artists, but I'm getting like pioneers. When I think of a creative, I think of someone that's creating something original, a new path, a new enterprise, a new product. There's something that it's like breaking the mold. But you could have really struggled in certain systems, like group systems, school, the education system, societal kind of conditioning and collectives, family. Like there could be some sort of dynamic, because I'm seeing like you kind of being this wolf and forging your own path. And the other card you had with stillness is standstill. Yeah, like sitting above the Ace of Wands, you may have felt blocked or limited or as though you couldn't create what you wanted. But it's like as your heart is healed, as you've shed a lot of this energy, you're getting a new lease on life in regards to what's possible for you and what you will and won't accept. Like I see you being this energy of no longer really accepting the projections of other people or what, you know, if other people tell you, oh, this isn't possible or you can't do this, I just see you kind of discarding the noise. And some of you as well, maybe really simplifying your life to remove the people that I keep hearing media as well. Like for some of you, you may have realized or had the recognition that you were watching, whether this is like social media, television programs, things that fostered fear and lack. You also have here with Three of Wands, light language. Universal language of oneness of love, listen with your heart. Yeah, for this group as well, you're really following your heart now. If there was anything blocking it, any fears, I feel like now it's like you're fully aligned with your path and you're not allowing anyone or anything to deter you or pull you off track. I keep hearing only listening to yourself. And again, you know, if you need support or help from someone, then there are moments where you do need to listen or heed the guidance of someone else. But in your scenario, I do feel like you may have been listening to or absorbing a lot of energies from others and their ideas, their perspective, what they wanted you to be. And it's almost, now I'm hearing that older song, I Don't Want to Be by Gavin DeGraw. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. I just want to be me, essentially. That's what I'm getting. It's like this breakthrough of your pure, unabashed self, right? Without any mask, any filter, you're not carrying any projections from other people. With initiation by water, some of you may literally be water signs, but I feel you're definitely empaths. You have an empathic nature. And you may have been unknowingly taking on other people's energies and projections and you thought or felt like it was your own. And it's like now you've like emptied out your energy field. And this could have been why you were submerged, which could have been like a spiritual rest, cocoon energy. You could have been journaling, meditating, but it's like it was clarifying what's yours, what belongs to you, and what path is authentic to you and what isn't. Look, you literally have abundance. And look at the activation around the third eye. You're seeing through illusions very clearly at this time. Conditionings, what people have told you, fullness of source, enough for all open. You have new beliefs or perceptions as well around, I keep hearing abundance, career, how you can attract finances, financial flow. Perhaps you've stepped into an energy of unlimited prosperity where you're able to attract this. And you may have realized that some of the things you're observing, either I keep hearing around groups, whether this was in your family, in your hometown, going through school or educational systems, could have been like a place of employment, but it's like you're adopting other people's limitations and fears. And you have restructure, identifying, reframing, enhancing. Yeah, I'm hearing you can see clearly now, but they keep showing me the matrix or this box and you're breaking out of it. You were definitely here to live a life, I feel, that's unconventional, or you create either art or projects or enterprises, or you have this very, I just heard ingenuity, right? Like original mind. There's something very original about you. You could also be embracing, I was mentioning your authentic self, but you could be embracing as well, like in terms of the way you dress, the way your lifestyle, it could be kind of unconventional as well. You're embracing your differences. You're celebrating that. Yeah, you have way shower, shake up the system, cellular upgrades. You were always the wolf and you were here to not necessarily lead others, but lead yourself, right? Live authentically to who you are. And others can choose whether to be inspired by that or push against that energy and avoid it. It's up to them. But I just feel like you were never meant to be boxed in. And some of you have broken free from whether this is like I just heard scapegoat, but it could be like a system where you were kind of ostracized or felt like you had to conform in some way. You could have broken free from a limiting job, connection. But again, you're healing any effects this has had on you emotionally. And with cellular upgrades as well, having time away for you from other people, like you may definitely resonate with being an introvert or just need some time alone, helps you clear off and shake off other people's energies. Because again, I am getting a very strong empath energy. And look, we have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. This is exactly what you've been doing. And it's sitting on the King of Swords, which makes me think you've been shedding things you've absorbed. Number one, around your self-concept, how you see yourself or what's possible for you, but also on a mental level, limiting beliefs, negative thoughts, and you're realizing the effect that has. Some of you have also discovered you're a starseed, and that's why you're so original and different. And, you know, you were born to kind of bring in and usher in these new energies. So if you're in a vibration of either trying to fit in or trying to, because Spirit is saying wherever you go, you stand out. Like even if for this group, even if you try to be more normal, whatever normal even is, it's like it doesn't work with you because your energetic signature is what makes you stand out. There's something really, like with light languages, making me think as well of light codes, that you carry certain frequencies in your energy field. And that was the point. And like you're here to usher in, for example, new ways of being, new ways of thinking, new energies, rather than kind of be molded or shaped by the environment. And some of you, you've learned to really protect your energy, and that's what's creating some changes as well. Yeah, we have You're Not For Everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. And that's what leads you to this abundance, this success. Again, you could be working on a new project, new venture, a new career path. I do see, and it has to do with you really embracing this energy of who you really are, what you want, what feels right for you. And again, I mentioned before, like no longer being a people pleaser. So for some of you, if you had a tendency to care too much what others think or try to make them happy, it's like right now, it's like you're doing what feels right for you. You're following your own path. You're following your own joy, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. I also see you living or designing, for example, like your lifestyle, even your appearance, like how you dress. You may be doing so in a way that feels more authentic or natural to you. And it's like, I feel like it's helping as well to attract, I'm hearing the right people, the right situations, people who are truly aligned, where you don't have to compromise yourself, your unique essence. And it's like you're shining even brighter through these changes you've gone through. But it's like there was a wound here with that Three of Swords there that you had to heal first, that enabled you to liberate yourself. Because, for example, if you had in childhood or at an earlier stage in your life, a level of, I want to use rejection, shaming, something around like dealing with people's reaction when you tried to express yourself or follow your authentic path, your authentic self. And that's what could have made you a little fearful or afraid to fully, I keep hearing that song. Is it by Diana Ross? I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. Yeah. And some of you, you're really coming online. You're being seen. You're being noticed. You're being recognized. And you're in this brand new vibration though, but it's who you are, right? It's who you were at the core. It's more authentic, but people around you may not be privy to this self, right? Because you're showing up in such, I just heard radical acceptance and radical authenticity. Very pure, your energy. And it's like, there's something so striking about you, because even I'm looking at these eyes, like you may have very distinct features, or I don't know, you're embracing more of the attributes, both internally and externally, that make you you. And it's having this huge effect, a beautiful effect in regards to success, recognition, abundance, meeting the right people. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 3. So for this group, the first thing I heard is you are on fire creatively. Like there's just this energy of being like, I just had a force of nature, unstoppable. Like just this huge flow of creativity, self-expression, even confidence. Like you're showing up in a way that's far more confident than you've ever been. I also just heard with the Queen of Swords and Knight of Wands, I heard you mastered your inner critic. So for some of you where you may have at times, and I just heard as well, you're no longer dimming your shine in any way, because you've developed a level of like thick skin or resilience against other people trying to dim your light or cut you down or tell you can't do something. Like with strength here, very strong Leo energy in this group. Well, very strong fire. I mean, you could be a fire sign in general. We have fire and air. We do have Libra here as well. But I'm getting very strong when I think of Leo, I think of being seen, the spotlight, being comfortable. And with strength in the Six of Wands, again, I'm getting victory. Yeah, but it's like no one can block your self-expression. For some of you, you had a past life experience of being silenced, being blocked. There could have actually been a bit of a block or a resistance around that throat chakra opening. And that could have played out in this lifetime where you had people that tried to, whether this is like speak over you, silence your creative visions, your voice, your dreams, tried to fit you into not a box per se, but kind of like, I don't know. I feel like for this group, you could be someone that shines really bright and attracts a lot of attention, right? For many reasons, right? It could be people are very drawn to you on a physical level. Your energy is just contagious. It lights the room up. But you could have had people in the past who were threatened by this energy, right? I'm getting sunflower. And I'm hearing, wasn't it by Post Malone, Sunflower, I think your love will be too much? Yeah, I'm getting that sense of larger than life, right? Where you have an overflow of creativity, passion, love, self-expression. But people who are not in that energy could have, either found it intimidating or tried to kind of cut you down a little bit. And I just feel like you're in this place where you're really, it's like you don't care. I just see someone shining and it's like, if you don't like it, you can leave. Like just no longer having any fear around, people's words, the ways they try to undermine you. And I also feel like now you have an awareness of the strategies people use and utilize. Like I'm seeing someone like trying to manipulate or trying to do these things or gaslight or deflect. It's like now you can see what they're doing and it just doesn't work on you. And it's like Spirit is saying all those knocks were building you for your success, right? Like there's a level of resilience and confidence. Like you literally see a girl wrestling an alligator. There's a sense, and again, metaphorically speaking, it's like you've wrestled with, I feel, maybe not an alligator, but snakes, toxicity or negativity or people that didn't want you to shine or were trying to block that shine. And it's like now I feel like you've forgiven it, you've released it, you've understood it most importantly. And it's like now it has no effect on you. It's like when you understand the motives, like say you understand someone is putting you down because they're jealous of you. When you understand that and see where it's coming from, yeah, it may still sting, but it doesn't have the same effect, right? Like, because you don't believe them. You're so centered in your confidence and your knowledge of who you are, what you're worth and what you can get that you just don't take it on. That's what I'm saying. Like the sun, it's like with Sunstone, I'm seeing like a sun that just any negativity, it just gets burnt out of, it burns away in your auric field. It's like it's not even getting through anymore. But I do feel it may have taken time to get to this level of, to get into this frequency, first of all, but to get to this level where things just don't seem to faze you. Yeah, I keep hearing unstoppable and force of nature. So there is this energy here that you have grown to a level where you're I keep hearing so confident, so sure of yourself, and that brings in success. For this group, I'm hearing you have the Midas touch, and part of how Spirit is blessing your life. When I say Spirit is blessing your life, ultimately in this reading, like you've blessed your own life through the choices you've made, right? And it's through the energy that you're embodying. And it's like, I also feel there could be an end here though to toxic karmic people and situations, because it's like you've earned your stripes is what I heard, and you've already learnt the lesson. There's nothing more to gain from that or learn from that. I do feel like you're going to have more abundance coming in as well with Queen of Wands and Four of Pentacles. It's like as you let go of this energy, like negativity, toxicity, the past, it's like now you are, I heard, emptied out to receive success, blessings, more creative expression. For this group, you have a gift with communication and self-expression in some way. Writing, speaking, social media. Even just, people may just love to be around you and just listen to you speak. And it's almost like, some of you as well would make great, like I'm seeing like a life coach, a mentor, a trainer, like someone, a teacher, someone that really infuses. It's like you can light a fire and spark in those who are just like completely stagnant. and there's something, but you do it in a way where they want to move forward. It's not like coercing them or being like, oh, you really should take action. It's like you're so lit up that it creates this effect in them. And I also feel you have an overflow of confidence, of love, of, you know, spiritual connection, joy. Wherever you go, it's like you bring this beautiful energy, but those in a low vibration, your light may really trigger them, but it's like you're not taking it personally in any way anymore. It's just like it has no effect is what I'm hearing. And it's like it gets resolved before it even gets through to you. Like they're literally showing me your energy, your auric field burning away those comments or situations or frequencies before you take it on. And it's like no one has the power anymore, or even for some of you, you may have always had a natural gift, I feel, for being kind of confident, being powerful in yourself. But it's like no one can manipulate you or affect you emotionally anymore. It's like you've mastered self, right? Like you're not taking on other people's stuff. Especially you're not tolerating your own stuff, I just heard as well, when it comes to your self-talk, limiting beliefs. I feel like, again, I keep hearing unstoppable. If there were any blocks or resistance in regards to what you thought you could do, the effect you thought you could have in the world and what that looks like, it's like you're just shedding it. You're stepping into as well an energy of limitless possibilities. And that is what is bringing in blessings. Because with diligence, some of you have had to, like when I say healing the self-talk or the mind, you could have utilized some sort of practice with diligence, like meditation or some sort of a journaling. There's something subliminals I just heard as well, but there's something you were doing that helped you grasp and see the effects of your thought system, your belief system, and it's like changing the programming. And what that is doing is bringing in a big opportunity, and that is part of how spirit is blessing your life. But again, they're saying you did the work. You had to align with this energy. You did that, and that's why it's coming in. I just heard fortune favors the bold. So if you had any fears, either your fears or these people's fears that were projected onto you, it's like nothing can stop you. I just keep hearing that. And isn't there a song by Sia called Unstoppable? It's like I just keep hearing a force of nature, and it makes me think of this volcano. It's like nothing can stop that overflow. There's something big, I feel, at a soul level you're here to experience or bring into the world. With opportunity and Six of Wands, some of you are really meant for the spotlight, because I keep referencing Leo energy, the sun. I feel like you are here to be seen, and it's like wherever you go, you bring this energy and shine this light for other people. You also have double peace, stay in the heart, all is well, be at peace with Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's like no one can shake your emotional core. If in the past you were reactive in any way, like emotionally, or even in the sense of getting, like, say someone insulted you and you'd, I just said pop off or fight back or whatever it is. It's like now you don't even give it energy to it. Because I'm getting like the warrior is the peaceful warrior, where it's kind of like you glide, and it's like there may be toxic people that you've dealt with. It's like they can't get a reaction out of you. And I feel like that's more aggravating than anything else, because the whole reason they're doing it is to try and get that emotional reaction, right? Or to try and like ruffle your feathers is what I'm hearing. And it's like now you're just like, meh, like water off a duck's back. You can stay peaceful and centered irrespective of what's happening around you. You're not allowing anyone to control your inner state. I keep hearing self-mastery with this diligence. You have resolution, master number 11, old timelines collapsing, insights, higher self-embodiment, expression. Again, you definitely are here to express something, or you have that gift, but there's a sense of you stepping into a higher, your best self, essentially. And it's like on this timeline as well, these toxic energies are falling away. You may have dealt with a lot of karmic energies, or there was a lot of karma here to help grow you into. I just heard the Empress, right? And when I think, and that's irrespective of gender, to me, the Empress is someone that just is limitless, right? And is so sure of their own worth, their own frequency, that they don't tolerate any disrespect. They don't kind of buy into that energy. Because you do have past life healing, letting go of anger, forgiveness with justice. At one point, like, for example, you could have, I already said like pop off or, you know, fight back, fight fire with fire is what I'm hearing. There could have been a level of that, but it's like now there's some sort of epiphany you've had about how these people or certain karmic patterns were playing out in your life, where you understood how they were trying to affect you emotionally. And it's like you took your power back. You didn't react. Perhaps you set up boundaries or you stopped going around these people, but it's like there's no way to get under your skin emotionally. And that's why some of you may really be meant to be or have a level of success or fame. And it's like, or recognition. Some of you could be very prominent, for example, on social media, or have, whether this is like a business or a creative project, or again, being in the spotlight where you may get, you know, haters, or there always is a level of perhaps criticism or negativity that can come with that. And it's like you needed this really thick skin to be able to handle this. Fertile ground, Pegasus, unicorn energy, rainbow child. Yeah, it's like no one can disrupt this rainbow. Like you see all the hostility beneath this card and you're just like, like just creating, living your best life. You're not taking any of that on. And again, it's also, I feel like you had either a group of karmic individuals around you, or you've had a lot of karmic relationships that may have really tested you, or it may have felt very uncomfortable being around these people, being in their energy. Because I'm getting, this is the energy of people that don't always have your best interests in mind, or because I keep hearing as well, like you shine so bright that it could just aggravate their insecurities. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of insecure people who may have taken that out on you, or because they were afraid, it's like they were trying to limit you and your growth. You have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So a big part of this as well is you learning to really take care of self. I know this is showing taking care of physical health, and that could be part of it. You may be feeling really vital, have great energy with Sunstone to put toward, you know, your projects, your ideas. But I also feel like this is you learning how to protect your energy spiritually, or taking time away, meditating, being in nature, cleansing your energy field so that you're not kind of carrying this. You've also done a lot of emotional healing work where you've released, whether this is anger, frustration, energies that were being triggered, I feel, through other people or karmic situations, but it's like you've mastered your emotional self. You have earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. That's part of your success with Six of Wands. It's like no longer can external energies imprint on you. You set the frequency and you're not lowering it no matter where you go, no matter how toxic the person is. You may set boundaries and remove yourself from the situation, but you're not engaging in, like, whether this is like fighting fire with fire, or, you know, if someone's coming at you in a negative way, I just see you kind of brushing it off and just not engaging at all. But it's like you're moving through the world in such a graceful way, because I'm hearing like you've overcome the world in the sense that you are fully actualized within yourself, and you're understanding you're understanding the human ego, right? Like, and it's like you're not taking it personal anymore, because you can see like, okay, this is why they're doing that, and the power struggles and projection, some of the facets of the ego that are kind of universal. And unless someone has awakened to their spiritual nature or their higher self, it's like they just keep playing out these scripts, right? The programming of the past. And it's like, that's what's creating as well. Number one, more resilience, but it's like you're understanding that's a projection of their mind. It's not true to me. And it's like nothing is sticking to you. And even if something, like someone were to say something or come towards you, it's like now you know how to clear and release that emotion in a healthy way. And I feel like, again, I do feel this pattern or this lesson ties into you having a level of success coming in, or fame or recognition, spotlight energy, and you being able to kind of cultivate this energy so that things do not throw you off track. And especially when you're a very creative soul, creative/expressive soul, there can always be the minority where you're ruffling their feathers, or they don't understand it, or, you know, they're haters, or they have a level of negativity. That's just part of the process. And it's like you had to go through these experiences to be ready for that. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. For this group, I feel like spirit is blessing your life in every way possible. Like this energy is really beautiful. But I think you're being blessed because you've come out of some really, I just heard gnarly energies or difficult energies, or there's been a really difficult or painful cycle that you've, for example, not even cycle, but also like a spiritual process. Like you could have been through dark night of the soul, intense shadow work. And it's like now the light, I'm hearing here comes the sun, and there's a sense of the light being restored, right? Hope, inspiration, joy. And you may feel like you've been completely liberated from something because they're showing me, some of you, this is a strange message, but you may have, I'm hearing, yes, spirit guides, but specifically star family could be like working on your energy field while you're sleeping. Like you may be receiving a lot of healing at night. Yeah, because I'm hearing you're being restored, or the imprint of the Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords, the effects that had on you emotionally, energetically, spiritually has been released or is being released. And that's what's creating the shift for you as well. But it's like you let go of, and I just heard that song, Total Eclipse of the Heart. There's a sense that your heart is being restored, and whatever darkness or pain or, you know, difficulties that you kind of endured, it's like it's being washed away. But again, I do feel, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I'm seeing like spirit beings or light beings working on your energy field overnight. And it may feel like, because I'm getting like hell, heaven, like you've gone to heaven, or there's such a drastic shift in your consciousness and your experience of life that it's almost unrecognizable. It could, your world may feel very different to how it once did, or you may really be feeling with that Ten of Swords that you've closed out a huge cycle. But there's definite emphasis here on loving connections, or a really beautiful soul connection. With the Empress, I'm seeing abundance. I'm getting wishes fulfilled, but it's like you had to go through an emptying out process with the Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords to release the things that didn't serve you, to make way to receive. And it's like with grace, I'm getting this divine feminine energy, irrespective of gender. There's this sense of receiving, flowing with the universe. And where spirit is taking you is somewhere so beautiful. And just heard as well, you've earned your stripes. Yeah, it's like life. If there was chaos, difficulty, pain, suffering, overthinking, it's like now there's beauty, there's grace, there's harmony, there's peace. Just a really beautiful, like the calm after the storm. It's like the rainbow is here now. For some of you, this is the full closure and ending as well of karmic relationships or karmic situations that could have felt like Groundhog Day, but they were there and designed to mirror back to you certain energies within yourself that had to be healed and released and cleared. But it's like it could have really rocked your faith or really left an imprint on you, even emotionally. These energies could have been really difficult to process or deal with, or yeah. I just feel like you're reaching this stage where it's like, oh, finally there's harmony, there's peace, there's resolution. I just feel this calm. But again, you've had to let go of a lot is what I'm hearing. Because you have here release as your first oracle in the sun. It's like you released all the pain, the darkness, negative thoughts or limiting thoughts. And now it's like you're ready for the new. I feel like for this group though, spirit isn't revealing their hand completely. Like I feel like you have certain blessings coming in so many different ways, in so many different areas of your life. Like your life is about to feel like, I just looked down, a miracle. And it's funny, I mentioned here, we had that, I said it's like the rainbow after the storm, and you literally have rainbows here. But yeah, it's like there's going to be miraculous changes in your life. Miraculous meetings as well, or just things transforming in a way you may not have even thought was possible. You're definitely being blessed here, and I see you feeling completely renewed and restored. Like if your faith had felt lost or challenged, or you felt like you couldn't move past this, with the Chariot, it's like it's being lifted off you. But I do feel some of this is happening again, like energetically, spiritually, or there's light beings or spirit beings that are kind of doing this work as well. For some of you, through the transformations you've been going through, it's helped you elevate your vibration, like through what you've been letting. I just heard purging. So you may have been clearing old emotions, old storylines, belief systems, negative thoughts. And as you've done that, it's created this elevation, because you can see with this Nine of Swords, she's literally levitating and she's rising above the sorrow, which makes me feel like you learned the lesson, you took the wisdom from it, but you're now in a vibration that your vibration is no longer a match for these energies or these experiences. And that's also triggering, I just heard like a domino effect, but I keep hearing prayers being answered. I'm getting blessings in terms of relationships, love, abundance, just even the enjoyment you feel in life. Like if in the past things felt like a struggle or you just weren't happy, I see that, like that energy being lifted and you feeling excited by life, you feeling like the divine spirit, the universe is blessing you, that you are in alignment. I keep getting, you may have had to do a lot of like purging, releasing. I keep looking at this blue and it's making me think of that throat chakra, journaling, like getting energy out. Some of you could have had a lot of suppressed energies from the past or from this past cycle, from certain karmic situations. And it's like, as you've released that, or as you've been more willing to let go of these energies, that's what's also triggering some of these changes, because you go from the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. So you have completely closed out that old cycle. Right now though, you could be in this in-between phase where things haven't materialized yet, but I'm hearing hold your faith. Like the divine is all over this reading. You have grace, which makes me always think of divine grace. You have miracles, you have the Empress. Like there is this sense of just unlimited blessings coming in. And you have on the Page of Cups, cosmic circles, create sacred space, embrace unlimited possibilities. Again, you emptying out and letting go of a lot of energies of the past completely has opened up doorways for the new, and also opened up a pathway for the divine to either reach you or to better be able to assist you. And some of you could literally have been praying to spirit guides, to light beings, to an ascended master. I feel for this group, I'm getting the energy of Kuan Yin and Mother Mary as well, maybe Jesus, but there's this sense of you praying to certain deities, your spirit guides, even talking to your higher self. And it's like, as you've been willing to let go and take this journey, it's enabled you. Some of you are very much on the path of faith, right? And it's the faith that creates the miracle. Look, you literally have ships of light above the chariot. Again, you are moving forward. You have master number 11. Beam up your vibration, open to star family. This is what I was saying. I feel like, number one, you're a star seed. You're a very evolved soul, but you have light beings or star family that have literally been helping you with this process, helping you heal, helping you release energies. And your vibration has risen to the point, like in order to attract miracles, we need to be in a very high vibrational state. And I feel like you're in that place now. And it's like it's like almost like life becomes a waking miracle. That's what I'm hearing. But yeah, you had to go through this, the void, ego shattering, soul fragments emptying. You have release and emptying. And that's what I'm hearing, is this letting go. And I feel like it's letting go of self. Some of you had to let go of the ego, because I'm getting like an ego death, where more of the soul's light and essence can flood into your being. And it's like that energy and essence that you're moving through the world with, almost like being that living prayer, is having the ripple effect in the physical. This is like I'm seeing like a saint or a sage, like kind of floating through life. That's the energy you're giving off, but it takes a lot of work to get here. But some of this could have been, again, I do feel for this group, you're a very old soul. Like I'm getting like ascended master, guide, like you have those really high frequencies. You may be connecting as well to ascended masters and guides, but there's just this sense of you being like this living miracle, or you just are so embodied in terms of source energy and divinity and grace that it just has such a profound effect in the physical world. But it's almost difficult to put into words, this frequency, right? Because it's beyond language. It's beyond logic as well. So there's going to be miracles and blessings that unfold in your life, but I'm hearing, don't try to figure it out. Stay in this beautiful surrendered state with the divine. Obviously, if you get promptings to do something or go somewhere, by all means, but it's almost like the divine is using you as a vessel or an example to others of, you know, being in alignment with source consciousness, being in this frequency. It's like everything you touch generates abundance or blessings because of the frequency you're in. And again, I'm getting Midas touch. So you're going to have a really powerful and palpable energy. People may also be saying like how they feel healed when they're around you, when you speak to them, when you speak on their life or their experiences. There's something about you elevating everything you perceive and everyone you come into contact with. And look, you have this dragon here, but yeah, there's definitely a portal, but I'm getting you may be going somewhere for healing whilst you sleep. You have portal, 5D, healing temple, astral travel. There's definitely this energy of astral travel, working with your guides. But it's healing from the past as well with that 10 of swords. I feel like there's a lot of energies that have been cleared. You may be going through as well like energetic upgrade shifts. I don't know, you may wake up and feel either still a little bit tired or a little bit confused, like where have I been or what's been happening? Because again, I'm getting that, but I'm getting specifically like star beings, your star family are helping you in terms of energetic codes. And I feel like you're almost someone who you may have not needed to incarnate this lifetime. I'm getting someone that comes back as an act of service, right? That's very much walking a divinely led path. And it's like, but it's felt by others because your energy is just so otherworldly and so profound that it just has such a healing. It's like wherever you go, it's like the grace that you walk with or move with, the harmony, the peace. You generate these emotions. You may have animals, children, people that kind of want to be near you, or they love the feeling. They love the feel of your energy. There's something, also your voice. You could have a beautiful voice, or you may deliver healing through the words you speak. And that's what I was saying before about like when you speak on someone, it's like their whole life flourishes or they feel blessed in every way. And it's funny, you literally have messenger. Look at the healing around that throat chakra. I was getting that as well. So you could be going through upgrades on the throat or around the throat chakra. You have serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Yeah, I feel like you're a divine prophet or messenger. And it's like you're here, but it's like this beautiful, graceful energy. I keep hearing divine grace, and now I'm seeing saints like Mother Teresa and some of those Christian mystics. I can't remember all their names, but that's what I'm getting. Like there's something really profound. It's like your energy is so divine and you're stepping into more of this frequency. Some of you have literally gone through an ego death where you're literally living as the divine. And that's what's having a ripple effect with everyone and everything you meet. You could be a Taurus or a Libra, or you have, because I'm seeing here, we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. That's what I'm saying. Like your life is becoming just so divine, so blessed. I'm seeing joy. I'm seeing peace, harmony. Like it's like your energy field is so potent and beautiful. Like everything flourishes around you. It's like, it's almost as though your life proceeds from you. And that's true of source consciousness, but because you're embodying this frequency, it's just creating such beautiful ripples on the planet. But yeah, you may be Venusian, so Taurus, Libra. I'm getting really strong energy here with Sirius. I'm seeing Sirius, I'm seeing Pleiades, I'm seeing Blu-ray beings as well. But you have a very strong connection to other star systems. But it's like if you felt like this, it's like this is where you're going. And that's what I was saying. It's like hell, heaven, like heaven on earth. And this is going to show up in different ways for all of you. But it's like, it's going to bless every area of your life because they're saying every area is affected from this frequency you're showing up in. You could be guided with prophet to speak on certain thing, a messenger, to write something, to speak. People may be really captivated again by your voice, feeling as though they're being healed by your energy. You could be you're such a powerful healer. Like you don't even need to do this session is what I'm hearing. You may do so, but it's like there's a sense of you being and moving through the world heals everything you touch, like the ground you walk on, like Mother Earth, the animals, children. Like I'm getting this energy that's so beautiful and so profound. And it's like your divinity incarnate and you're embodying this really high version of yourself, or you're embodying a level of light and divinity and frequency that's helping to heal the collective. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.